Never in a million years did I ever think that I would be talking about Conor McGregor again in 2026. This, honestly, look, I knew that the rumors going around the MMA circle was like rampant. And honestly, it was hard for me to believe, but now that they actually announced it, this is actually kind of crazy. Like Conor McGregor fighting in 2026, like I never thought I would be talking about him like him potentially fighting again ever, honestly. But I will say this, due to Conor's ability of not telling the truth and his seeing his dedication to the sport, I really don't think I could believe it. I don't. I mean, look. Yes, it's official, but I'm not gonna be hyped until I see Connor in the cage. I'm not gonna be hyped up about this fight until I know for a fact that Connor is fighting in the cage. I need to see it with my own eyes. But yeah, Conor McGregor's back and he's fighting Max Holloway again for a second time. This is honestly, this is a good matchup for Connor for two reasons. And before I even get to Connor versus Holloway, let's look at the card. Look at this card, dude. Look at this card. It's stacked to the brim, bro. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You got a few nobodies in here. Like, I mean, Ode Osborne, Cody Durden. Who cares? Luke Riley, yeah, and Kai Kamaka the third. I mean, what the hell? I mean, okay. Damian Pinas, Cesar Almeida. Like, what? Cesar Almeida, is that freaking the cousin of oh shoot, I forgot. Dude, I already forgot his name. I mean, honestly, I don't really care. That dude sucked. You guys know who I'm talking about. Almeida. Tracy Cortez versus Wayne Kong. I mean, I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I think Tracy Cortez is overrated when it comes to the looks department. And bro, and the fact that she's ghetto, like, come on, man, you guys can do better, honestly. And Brandon Royval versus Lona Kavanaugh. Honestly, this fight I'm excited for because Lona Kavanaugh just came off of a win against Brandon Moreno. Royval obviously beat Moreno, and Kavanaugh is clearly like this is the next guy that's going to be fighting for the flyweight title. So this fight makes sense. I can't wait for this one. Robert Whitaker versus Nikita Krylov. Exciting fight. Honestly, winnable for Whitaker. It's been a while since we've seen a fight because of after his his teeth got pushed back by Chimaev. So hopefully, I Whitaker takes it, but you never know with Krylov, man. Garbrandt versus Yanez. I mean, both guys are clearly not the same, so this makes sense. Paddy Pillon versus Benoit Saint Denis. Honestly, this is a fight I've been wanting to see. This is a huge fight. This is a big deal in the lightweight division. I can't wait to see this fight, man. Benoit came off an impressive performance against Dan Hooker, and Paddy. He had that war with Gaethje. This is really gonna show us where both guys are. If Paddy beats Benoit, then he can hang in there. But if Benoit loses to Paddy, or well, if Benoit beats Paddy, wait, I'm sorry, dude. This is honestly shocking. Obviously, Benoit losing to Paddy, it kind of like, okay, this is a little like, how are you gonna hang in there with guys like Armin and Charles if you're losing to people like Paddy? But honestly, if Paddy beats Benoit, then that's honestly good for Paddy, dude. Benoit, I'm not gonna say who's gonna win, but this is a good ass fight. I can't wait to see it. It makes sense too. Good bounce back fight. This is a good bounce back fight for Paddy. And honestly, Benoit really does need to win this to see, where he ranks in there, how he's gonna deal with those top guys. And of course, you got Connor versus Max. Now, it's at welterweight. Now, before they announced the fight officially, which by the way, Dana announced the fight when Francis Ngannou was walking out to fight whoever the hell it was in the whole Netflix MMA fight thing, which I didn't watch. I didn't really care for it that much. Plus, I was out having dinner with my family, so I couldn't watch any fights. So yeah, that's a real petty on Dana's part. It's real. That's really like that's such a Dana thing to do. Like just announce it, announce a major fight when someone you don't like, who's in another promotion, is about to fight. Like that's something Dana would 100% do. Dude's just so freaking guy just holds a grudge. But Conor versus Max, there were before they announced the fight, there was rumors going around that Conor wanted to fight Max for 3 rounds, even though it was a main event. Now, this honestly, if that were to happen, honestly, if they did that, that would piss me off. That would 100% piss me off, dude. Because Conor, okay, look, we all know why Conor wanted it to be 3 rounds, because Conor, let's be for real here, has terrible ass cardio. Like the dude, if he can't get his opponents out early in the first 2 rounds and it goes the distance, Conor tends to lose. Like he struggles a lot. That's what happened with Khabib, with Diaz, and with Poirier. And of course, Max, we all know how good Max's cardio is. We all know how fantastic he is with the striking. You know, his cardio just, his striking and his cardio are two dangerous combos. But Conor has, even though it's not going to be 3 rounds, it can't be 3 rounds, thank God. Conor has an advantage because it's at welterweight. Conor has been getting a lot of pounds lately. He's been putting on weight lately for a long time, bro. Like he is huge now. And Holloway, I'll be honest, I don't know if Holloway has went up beyond 155. I don't even know if he's done that. I really don't know. Like I honestly don't know if Max Holloway has ever reached that, like, a weight like that before. I honestly don't know. And if he has, then shame on me. But we all know that featherweight and lightweight, we all know Holloway can handle that. But welterweight, Conor will have an advantage because he's putting on the pounds, and because he had that huge layoff after the leg injury, and he's been building back his momentum with building back in terms of healing himself, and we all know the guy is at least I'm assuming he's active when it comes to like fight. Like he is training, but let's be honest, like he's not sparring with like these top level strikers. Like he's sparring with a bunch of nobodies. Obviously, guys that could that Conor could easily beat. He's not out here sparring, title contenders and then or any of that. Not that I've seen, because look, bro, I know that Conor's training. We know this, but bro, like I really want to see how like good his footwork is. He had that long layoff, so he should build that confidence to know that his leg is all good. And I don't think Conor is gonna like how should I say? He's not gonna be startled by any leg kicks. Which, by the way, Holloway doesn't even do that much. He doesn't really deal with leg kicks like that. So Conor might have some he's gonna have some confidence with with the way and the time off, and the fact that he's he has a new mind with he has a new deal going on. But the thing is, right, if Conor loses this, and there is a big possibility that he will, right, because even though again Conor had that layoff and he's training, Holloway has just been flat out active, and he's been beating top dudes after top dudes, man. Like you just can't like Holloway's activity is just gonna clearly outshine compared to Conor. Even though again, yes, he's training, but is he training on the same level as Max Holloway? I mean, well, then again, the dude doesn't even spar, so which is even crazy, which is still very insane. But still, Conor, even though he has those advantages, I think Holloway still has the experience. The uh he still has the cardio. He still has the fast hands. I really do think Holloway is honestly he's gonna take it. I don't see how Connor's gonna really do much. Again, even though with those advantages, I don't think Connor has what it takes to beat Holloway. I just don't. Even though welterweight's not Holloway's go to, but I just the thing is right. We all would love Connor to win, right? Like, look, I'm gonna be for real with you guys. I'm not a huge Conor McGregor fan. I'm not a supporter, but when the dude, when he's out here building up fights, and when you see him in the cage, it's extraordinary, right? We are excited. We're fired up. Like Conor McGregor just has that effect. Like the fact that we got this announced, the fact that Conor McGregor is returning after that leg injury and years of layoff, bro, that's insane. That's insane. And he's already talking smack on Twitter or X. So this is honestly really, again, I'm not gonna believe that Conor McGregor is gonna be fighting Holloway until I see him in the cage, because after that whole uh, Chandler fiasco and he got injured and he had to pull out, and bro, honestly, Chandler, someone needs to check up on him, dude. honestly, dude. I honestly like. My gosh, Chandler, bro. Like you wasted all those years for what? For what, dude? Like, oh my gosh, man. Connor versus Holloway is an exciting fight. I can't wait. I want to see how Connor does in the cage. I want to see if he has what it takes to, even though I don't think he's gonna beat Holloway. Honestly, if Connor does win somehow, I don't know how he's going to. After that long time off, after that injury, after all the drama that he's been through with everything, dude, if he beats Holloway, just imagine the possibilities. Like, imagine him fighting Oliveira. Imagine him fighting freaking Topuria or Makhachev, bro. That's insane. But let's be honest here. That's just wishful thinking, all right? A man can dream, right? We're never gonna know until we see Connor, actually fight in the cage, all right? So exciting matchup. This is a big deal. Connor's back. At least it's been announced that he's coming back, but we don't really know if he's gonna fight because, dude, again, I can't trust Connor when it comes to all the stuff he's put us through with Chandler and all that. I honestly don't believe it until I see it. All right, so exciting, yes. I'm keeping my expectations low though, but I will keep an eye on this.